Hi, my name is Frogan, and I think the Content Cop was great.
H3 Content Cop, iDubbbz.
You know, I feel like Ian approached it in a way that nobody else does. He approached it with empathy. And, you know, it was supposed to make people feel bad for Ethan. One of the main things, especially as content creators, people tend to dehumanize us and forget that we're living normal people just like you.
I'm one of the guys who's like, I want to bring the swastika back.
So I feel like Ian approached it in a way that was more so holding a friend accountable.
Wakey, wakey, Ethan. Wake up, Ethan. Wake up.
And in a softer way.
Choosing now, out of all the times, to be like, please defend me. No, we're not gonna fucking defend you.
And wanted to generate empathy for Ethan.
You're either my best friend who's deep-throating me to the base of my cock, or you are Satan.
Other people don't do that. And I've even said this before. I feel like we need to stick to the basics as to why Ethan Klein deserves to be criticized, and that is for being pro-Israel, and that is for being pro-Israel.
So here's what I'll say about Israel, okay? Listen, this isn't the first time I've said it, and I'll say it many more times. The cabinet is run by genocidal maniacs, okay? They're led by Netanyahu, who should resign in disgrace and go to prison for being a war criminal, okay? He's made a coalition of the most radically conservative freaks that don't represent, by the way, the majority of Israelis. And they're hellbent on genocide, frankly, overtly. They've committed tons of war crimes in Gaza, including the killing of children, obviously, because Gaza is one of the most densely populated places in the world. 50% of the residents are under 18, so when you bomb a building, the chances that you're killing children is pretty much 100%. Okay? It's fucking barbaric. It's unacceptable. It's disgusting.
And trying to deplatform pro-Palestinian content creators.
Hezbollah is a paramilitary organization that is also a part of the Lebanese parliament.
Do we like them or no?
I don't have an issue with them, let's just say. I don't have an issue with them. But they are a terrorist organization. Like they're designated. They are designated by the American state as a terrorist organization.
I do not like them then.
Well,
I think it's insane to involve his children.
The house is just covered in dog shit, and he has kids, and his kids crawl into the dog shit, and God forbid, I don't know what they do with it. I don't know if they eat it.
Not only have they called CPS on us, now they're starting to try to call in a 5150 to get me committed. Once you target my children, then a line's been crossed that cannot be walked back.
And I've said this, and I'll say it again. If you're spewing pro-Israel propaganda, I'm going to call you out about it.
I don't know how much more I can tell you fucking monsters how much I hate the Israeli government. Without you calling me a Zionist, by the way, because I am not a Zionist. I've never talked about Zionism, and the only goddamn reason to call me a Zionist is because I'm Jewish.
I think it's funny that you think me being in the iDubbbz video is what's going to cause this harassment, when in reality, it's you, Ethan. I have no pity at all for any fucking soldiers. Distress, thank you so much. I will never have any fucking pity for any fucking soldiers. U.S. military? Boo fucking who? I hope you get PTSD. Any other motherfucker, you're joining them, you're like, oh my god, I want my fucking Camaro, no student loans. Fuck you. I hope you get PTSD. And I hope you get no health insurance when you get back into fucking America. I'm a live streamer as well. I know being live for hours and hours on end, you can misspeak, and that is exactly what happened whenever I said the thing about the U.S. military. Any other motherfucker, you're joining them, you're like, oh my god, I want my fucking Camaro, no student loans. Fuck you. I hope you get PTSD. And I hope you get no health insurance when you get back into fucking America. And they posted it in my head. I'm like, base? Based? Like, am I supposed to be like, Like, I'm not walking back on it. I still fucking agree with it. Aw, base. Now we're moving on to the infamous button. Anytime any member of the crew gives Ethan any type of pushback, the button is pushed.
It's a little intimidating, roasting your boss, you know. You don't want to go too far and have him hold it against you, but thankfully I don't have to worry about that because Ethan's got the memory of a brain-damaged goldfish.
It's kind of funny how a guy who spent so much time calling out predators works so hard to dress like one.
Oh, come on.
And he wants to say that I'm surrounded by yes men and people can never criticize me when he doesn't allow his staff that are part of the show to give him any critique or pushback whatsoever.
Just because you're wealthy now doesn't mean people want to hear your half-assed political takes.
Oh,
I'm sorry, I'm just being honest. Nobody wants to hear about politics from a guy who can't even pronounce the word politics. You need to let your dreams of being a political commentator die, dude. You got famous off of videos with titles like Shake Your Dick.
To Ethan, if you're watching this for some reason, my message to you is that, you know, you and I have different worldviews. I have no pity at all for any fucking soldiers. And you and I have different ideas for what is the best way to help people. I hope you get PTSD. And, you know, while I appreciate the spirit of your advocacy, I think it's misguided. You know, after all of this, you've made my life hell. I will say that. You've made my life fucking hell. But at the end of the day, what I said at the end of the Content Cop still stands. I wish you the best.